Hey guys, it's Paladin Cult again, bringing you another video today about Call of Duty Modern Warfare. This is part 2 of our 4-part series on faction-specific weaponry, and for today we're going to be playing with the Spec Ops loadout for both the Russian and the US Army. So again, we're making use of the US Army and the Russian Army milsim operators. I've already explained why I'm using them before in the previous video. If you haven't seen it yet, please check it out. Now, for our loadouts for today, again, we're going to be using the same perks and lethal equipment for both the US and the Russian Spec Ops, but for this one, we're going to be using different weapons. In the last video, we were using the assault loadout, which gave me assault rifles and launchers. And for this loadout, we're going to be using submachine guns or personal defense weapons. Now, let's start off by explaining the US Spec Ops loadout with, of course, our primary weapon, the MP5. Now, when it comes to submachine guns in the US Army, there are only three that came up on the list. There was the MP5, I think it was the MPX or the SIG-SAR MPX, which is of course imagine an AR-15 with 9mm ammunition or submachine gun ammunition, and the third one was the APC-9, which was added into the game in the form of the ISO, this gun over here. But I guess this gun over here. But I guess the more iconic of all of the submachine guns available for the US Army is of course the MP5. Now this isn't exactly used by frontline troops. This is actually used more by special operations, hence why we're putting it in this loadout, rear echelon infantry, and of course military police. Now, I've tried a lot of attachment combinations for this MP5. I tried using no, it's in the barrels, the subsonic integral suppressor because of all of its benefits. But eventually I had to switch out to just using the regular barrel, using the monolithic suppressor, the commando foregrip, the rubberized grip tape, the aim op, and the tac laser, because I'm focused more on trying to get this gun under control rather than having a faster movement speed, having a what do you call this? Whoops, I accidentally changed it to that. Let me bring it back to the regular barrel. Better. I'm not really what do you call this? Focus on aim down sight speed, because of course this is a submachine gun. It already moves fast enough. But I'm more focused on recoil control, which is why I made use of the commando foregrip, the rubberized tape, and the tac laser. And of course, since we're playing as Spec Ops, I still gave it a suppressor to at least keep me off the minimap. And of course, just to round things up, I added myself a aim optic, which of course is based on the real life optic that the U.S. Army uses for some of its special operations weapons. Okay. For our pistol, I'm making use of the M19 pistol, based off the P226 that the US Army is using, especially being used by its special forces. So of course I gave it a suppressor as well. I gave it a laser sight, which represents of course a real life laser sight with a flashlight. So let's look at the attachment. Monolithic suppressor, laser sight, the XRKL I think it was this one, L Super, which gives us damage range, bullet velocity, and recoil control, the lightweight trigger for faster fire rate, and of course a 32 round magazine, because why not? Although I could probably switch this one to fully loaded so that I can give my MP5 more ammunition, I think we'll just stick to the 32 round magazines. Okay? So for our perks, this is for both the Russian and the American Spec Ops loadout. I've decided to make use of the specialist achievement, the specialist bonus, meaning aside from 3 perks, we have 6 perks. Excuse me. The first perk which I will be using is the quick fix, wherein after every kill I regenerate health. So let's say I went into a firefight, I lost some HP. Every kill I do will give my HP back. All right. Next, of course, we have hardline. Since we're using specialist, we're using this specialist bonus. This means that we can get our other 3 perks faster. So after 1 kill, I will immediately be gone from the radar from AI controlled kill streaks with cold-blooded. After 3 kills, I'll be immune to most explosives with EOD, and after 5 kills, I'll be immune to everyone's UAVs with Ghost, and with my monolithic suppressor for my MP5 and my later Russian loadout. That makes a lot of sense. And finally, of course, we have battle hardened. Spec Ops in real life make use of a lot of flashbangs, stun grenades. So I'm going to be using the battle hardened to at least make myself immune from my own stun and flash grenades. Okay, so those are my perks. Now we go to my equipment. Now for the equipment, I decided to since this is a special operations force, I decided to give them a more advanced kind of grenade. So we're giving them the Semtex. Okay, so it's pretty much like the frag, only of course this thing sticks to people. So there we go, special weapons. And for our tactical equipment, we'll be using the flash grenade, because of course you can't think of Spec Ops without using flashbangs or stun grenades. For this loadout, I'll be using the flash grenade because it completely blinds the guy, rather than here it just slows them down, but they can still see people. Although this thing can deactivate what do you call this, claymores and those landmines, the proximity mine. I'm still gonna go for the flash grenade because of course I'm focusing more on shooting them without them looking back at me. So that is for our US Spec Ops loadout. Now let's go to the Russian Spec Ops loadout. Again, we're using the same perks and the same equipment, but for this one we're going to be using 2 different weapons for our soldier. So we have, we're using the AS Val. Now, unfortunately, unlike as you can see here, I renamed my AS Val the BF4 Engineer, because in Battlefield 4, the AS Val was a PDW, which more likely falls under this category if ever it was added into this game, the SMGs. But since they put it in the assault rifles category, since of course it does use a bigger round than other SMGs, we'll just have to use it from here. So for our loadout today, we're using the AS Val, which I of course named the BF4 Engineer. And for this, we're going to be using the TAC laser, the Commando foregrip, and the granulated grip tip for recoil control, because this thing has a lot of recoil. The 30-round mags just to give extra ammunition, and the Viper sight, because this looks like the Cobra red dot sight from, of course, older Battlefield games. And of course, I changed the reticle to make it look like the Cobra red dot sight with its 3 lines. A small dot in the middle, of course, will help us. Okay, so that is our main weapon for the Russian Spec Ops. Of course, the AS Val is used by the Russian military. Yes, I made my research on this, and by research I mean Wikipedia, because why not? There's no other website that shows this. The AS Val is being used by the Russian military, mostly by the Spetsnaz, or its Special Operations Forces. And for our pistol today, if you remember in the previous video, I said that in this game there are no Russian pistols at all. So we have, of course, the Italian-American Renetti, the Israeli-American Desert Eagle, the Swiss-American Sigsar P226 and the M19, the American 357 Magnum, the American Colt 45, and the Austrian Glock pistol. But for this one, I've decided to make use of the Austrian pistol, this one here, the Impossible Task, the X16, and give it one of its weapon variants. So I used the impossible task and gave it a few attachments. I made use of this pistol. Let's go back to my Glock. I made use of this pistol because when I looked at Russian pistols being used in the Russian army, the one that stood out to me was, I think it was the MP443 Grach or the GSH-18. So I tried to make my Glock look similar to any of those Russian pistols. I'm not saying this is a 100% accurate looking pistol that the Russians use, but oh well. It's the closest thing we can get. I don't want to use the M19 as in the Russian loadout as well, so at least it looks different. Anyway, going back to the attachments, we have again, just like in the previous in the M19 loadout, we have the monolithic suppressor, the laser sight, the lightweight trigger, and for this one, the 26 round magazines. Because of course, this gun uses 45 ACP. And we need more bullets in this gun, so we give it the 26 round magazine. Finally, of course, we have the Vanguard Elite, which gives us damage range, bullet velocity, and recoil control. Okay? So those are my loadouts for the Russian and American Spec Ops. Let's have a look at what the... So, for our gameplay today, in the previous video, I was playing on Shoot House 24/7. Which of course again just plays that map over and over again until this season or this part of the season ends. But for today, we're going to be playing on a quick play filter where I only have filtered for team deathmatch, domination, hardpoint, kill confirmed, capture the flag, and demolition. I might turn on the 10v10 modes in a later video for the snipers, but for now we're gonna stick with the Spec Ops for team deathmatch, domination, hardpoint, kill confirmed, capture the flag, and demolition. We'll be playing on all of the maps in this game, not just Shoothouse and Shipment, and hopefully things go well, alright? So, again, I'm going to mute my microphone so you'll be focused more on the gameplay, and hope you enjoy. See you in the next video. Bye.
Get ready to move. Reloading. Hardpoint secure. Okay, get to the hardpoint. Reloading. Enemy personal radar in the air. Enemy UAV on reloading. Hardpoint secure. Flash out! Reloading. Enemy's got the contact! Flash out! Hardpoint secure. Okay, get to the hardpoint. Enemy to the hardpoint. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint secure. Hardpoint secure. Check your bloody... the next one. Hardpoint lost. Enemies halfway there, step it up. Back up! Grenade out! Hardpoint lost. Stand by to move. Taking fire! Enemy personal radar. Friendly VTOL on station for up. Hardpoint secure. Okay, get to the hardpoint. Be advised, friendly position. Taking fire! We're in control. Hardpoint lost. Okay, get to the hardpoint. Flash out!
Enemy at the right.
I'm taking fire! Hardpoint secure. Enemy's got the hardpoint. Enemy UAV overhead. You've lost the lead, soldier. Hardpoint secure.
Enemy at the haven.
We're in the lead. Reloading. Get ready. We're about to move. Enemy's taken the hardpoint. Flash out! Point the lead. Okay, get to the hard point. Location secured. We've got control. Movement.
Reloading. Trophy system deployed. Reloading. I'm hit! Back up!
Friendly VTOL on station for us. The enemy took the hard point. Seconds. Get ready to move. Got the hard point. Enemy personal radar in the air. Enemy's got the hard point. Rocky distance from the hard point. Let's go. Got the hard point.
Enemy at the barrel.
Friendly VTOL on station for Overwatch. Enemy's taking the hard point.
Reloading.
Taking the hard point.
Reloading.
Let's go. Get ready, we're about to... move.
Reloading.
The hard point. Next hard point, let's go. We've taken the hard point. Enemy personal radar in the air. That gave them something to think about. Good work.
Мы готовы заканчивать. Доложите обстановку. Надо обеспечить дополнительную охрану машин. Выполняем. Пропадать.
Capture and defend the country. Follow. First hard point identified. Move to secure.
Enemy spotted. Reloading.
Capture the objective. We have taken the lead. Hard point secured.
Reloading.
Mag change.
Reloading.
Mag change.
Stand by to move.
Enemies here. Reloading. Reloading. Reloading.
Go. Get to the next one. Hard point lost. Hard point contested. Hard point contested. We've got the hard point.
I'm taking fire.
Allied counter UAV activated.
Flash out. I'm taking fire. Reloading.
Get ready, we're about to move.
Down.
Next hard point. Let's go. Enemies taking the hard point.
Reloading.
We've got the hard point.
Give me another.
Enemy at the trench. Okay, hard points moving. Hard point secure.
Reloading.
Frag out!
Hard point contested.
Target down. Reloading.
Hard point contested.
Reloading.
We're halfway there. Keep going.
Target here. Reloading.
10 seconds. Get ready to move.
System active.
Flash out.
Enemy at the shops. Next hard point. Let's go. Location secured.
Reloading.
Enemies taking the hard point.
Grenade out. Flash out. Fire.
Allied counter UAV activated. 10 seconds. Get ready to move. Enemy at the windmill. Enemy UAV overhead. We've taken the hard point. Hard point contested. Go. Get to the next one.
Reloading.
Friendly VTOL on station for over. We've got the hard point.
X-ray down.
The enemy took the hard point.
I'm taking fire.
Allied counter
Reloading.
UAV activated. Hard point
Target
contested.
down. Reloading.
Got the hard point. Enemy close strike.
Reloading. Reloading.
10 seconds. Get ready to move. Go. Get to the next one. Enemy IAV on the field.
Reloading.
Enemies taking the hard point.
Almost out.
Hard point contested.
Flash out. I'm taking fire. Grenade out.
Hard point contested.
at the church.
Location secured.
Reloading.
Trophy system active.
Grenade out.
Keep hitting them. We have this.
Enemy at the church.
Enemy UAV overhead. Ten seconds. Get ready to move.
Changing mag.
Enemy at the church.
Go. Get to the next one. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy cruise missile. We've taken the hard point.
Enemy at the destroyed building.
Fire. Reloading.
Allied counter UAV activated. Allied precision airstrike incoming. Be aware. Good work. We expect great things from you.